What's going on? This is Jason from G Style Magazine, and today we are checking out the 2020 Ford Edge ST. So the Ford Edge is probably like my favorite amongst Ford's lineup of SUVs. It kind of fits in that middle area. It's not too small like the EcoSport or the Escape, and it's not too big like the Expedition or the Explorer. And when I think about the Ford Edge, really only the ST trim really catches my attention. The ST trim will run you about $43K, and it comes with all those cool features that I like to have in a car. Wireless charging, keyless entry, ambient lighting, and of course Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is definitely on board as well. Now, as much as I like the Ford Edge, can it really remain in my favorite amongst the lineup? Ford has a whole host of new vehicles coming out, like the new Bronco coming out or the Mustang Mach-E. So with those coming out, will the Ford Edge kind of remain in my favor? Time will only tell. But what do I really like about the Ford Edge? Let's start off with the looks. So in 2015, they did a change to it, so that second generation had looked okay, but it really hit its stride in 2019 when they got that design facelift. Ever since then, the Ford Edge has really been a looker, especially amongst its competitors in that mid-size truck or SUV market. So with the Ford Edge ST model, it kind of has that edgy urban look to it, especially if you get it in black or my personal favorite, Ford Performance blue color. Okay, I'm just partial to blue, but it definitely looks good, especially if you get one of those colors. So besides just the looks, the 2020 Ford Edge ST is bringing some of that Ford Performance as well. Under the hood, it has a 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost engine, which has 335 horsepower and about 380 foot-pounds of torque, with an 8-speed transmission, and it also has the ST Performance brake package. And if you get that optional 401A package, it'll come with a 21-inch premium gloss black aluminum wheel with summer tires, which is included with the ST Performance brake package. So overall, the Ford Edge ST is edgy, modern, and kind of aggressive when you walk around for that visual inspection. With the blacked out grille with the ST badging to the all LEDs. See the headlights, fog lights, and even the turn signals are LEDs. And as we walk along the side, that side profile looks good, blacked out tires and those tinted windows. Then once you get to the back of it, the Ford Edge ST finishes strong with that real spoiler and those two dual exhaust tips in that trapezoidal shape. When you look at the visual, it looks really. When it comes to the visual appeal, the Ford ST definitely keeps that going when it comes to the inside. When you first get in, you see that seating, and it has this kind of suede leather combination, which looks good. With the coloring and the stitching, it's definitely a nice pop, especially when they continue with the ST badging embroidered on the front seats. If you happen to have gotten that optional 401A package, both the front and rear seats are heated, with the front also being cooling. So Ford loaned us this 2020 Ford Edge ST, and I've been using it as my daily driver for the last 7 days now. And I really do like the Ford Edge ST, especially in this performance blue color. Now, while I do think this car looks good on a day, it's at night where I think it really shines. I don't know if it's the way that the paint shines in the moon or the street light, or even the way it feels when you step inside and you see that sweet, sweet ambient lighting. Wherever it is, the Ford Edge ST definitely comes alive at night. Now, cruising in the Ford ST is definitely a pleasure. The cabin itself is really quiet, and they got a bike going by, vroom, vroom. And that's only if you're electing not to listen to music, because if you do, the B&O 12-speaker system, especially when it's in surround sound mode, will definitely put you in a zone and leave you unbothered to any of the noises around you. Now, I definitely can't talk cruising around with the Ford Edge without talking about tech, because we love tech at G Style. So the Ford Edge is using Ford's Sync 3 infotainment system, which has been around for a little while. So I've definitely used this in a few other vehicles, and it definitely is among my favorite amongst the different types of infotainment systems out there. Ford Sync 3 is okay. Never had no issues with it. It's ease of use and consistency as far as minor annoyances. I haven't had any major things with it. Trying to think of anything else. I can't really think of any issues with the Ford Sync 3. You know, it definitely doesn't annoy me, and it has a nice mix of touch controls and physical buttons. So it definitely adds to the fluidity and natural feel of using it, and definitely leaves you less distracted, so you're not really worried about which button's going where as you're driving. Now, while the 2020 Ford Edge ST has definitely a lot going on for it. There's one major gripe I have with it, and it's a gripe because it negates another feature that would otherwise be great. So let's go back and recap. So back in 2019, it was said that in 2020, Ford would add the wireless capability to Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Sadly though, I haven't seen that on any 2020 model, so you still will have to use the wire to plug in. And this kind of sucks. Actually, when I've done a little bit more digging, I've seen so far that you can only do the wireless Android Auto capability if you have Sync 4. And right now I haven't seen Sync 4 on any models. In fact, the only models that have Sync 4 is the 2021 Bronco, the 2021 Ford F-150, and the 2021 Mustang Mach-E. So if you're trying to get wireless Android Auto, it's not really gonna happen this year. And you can't even upgrade from Sync 3 to Sync 4, so you're pretty much just stuck with it. So that kind of leads me to my other gripe, and that's just the placement of the wireless charging pad. It's because if you want to use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you're gonna have to plug in your cable anyway. Now when you plug in your cable, that's pretty much already gonna charge your phone, so you're not really gonna be using both. To me, that was a kind of not so much of a good move. And you know, in 2020, I just think wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay should just be standard. So fortunately, this is the only real gripe I have with the 2020 Ford Edge ST. Overall, this is a great mid-size SUV, and it ticks all the boxes for me. It makes it an easy recommendation. So this is the 2020 Ford Edge ST in Forest Performance Blue. I love that blue, but that is besides the point. This is G-Style Magazine. I'm Jason Anson, and this has been This Week in the Driveway. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.